A South Korean teenager missing near the Turkey-Syria border may have joined armed Islamic militants of ISIS. The government will ease regulations to allow large redevelopment projects at the site of the U.S. military base in Seoul. And huge changes in the country's dining industry. Korean buffets are the winners in a nationwide trend. Hello and welcome to News Today on KBS World. It's Monday, January 19th. I'm Luke Clary. A South Korean teenager who went missing near the Turkey-Syria border may have crossed into Syria to join armed Islamic militants of ISIS. The 18-year-old Korean has been missing for more than a week.
The southern Turkish city of Kilis is situated near the border with Syria. KBS team visited the hotel in which 18-year-old Korean teenager who went missing on January 10th last stayed. According to the hotel manager, the boy, identified only by his family name Kim, checked in on January 9th and hurriedly left the following morning with his luggage.
Breakfast, salon, check out phone.
Kim presumably went to meet his local friend named Hasan. The hotel staff said that Kim had covered his face with clothes and a mask, but had greeted them in fluent Arabic. They added that he looked somewhat jittery. A Turkish police official left a memo for journalists saying that Kim crossed the Turkey-Syria border at 8 a.m. that day. The city of Kilis is located just 10 kilometers from northern Syria, which has been seized by ISIS. It serves as a primary route for Islamic Jihadists of foreign nationalities who secretly cross the border to join ISIS. However, the South Korean Foreign Ministry is leaving the door open for any possibility, including Kim's abduction, as there's no material evidence that the boy actually went to Syria.
The government plans to ease regulations to allow large construction projects for redeveloping the site of the U.S. military base in Seoul. It also signed off on 2 casino resorts and 4 new duty-free shops.
Redevelopment of the U.S. military base site in Yongsan, which hit a snag over different stances between the Defense Ministry and the Seoul city government, will be carried out in stages. Plans to redevelop the site of the UN command are to be finalized by April, and investments will be made possible this year. A floor area ratio of over 800% will be applied for the Camp Kim site to enable the construction of high-rise buildings. The government will streamline the approval process that typically takes 2 to 3 years for a construction project on the Korea Electric Power Corporation site in Samsung-dong, which was purchased by the Hyundai Motor Company. Ground will be broken next year for the construction. The government will also expand facilities to attract and accommodate foreign tourists. 2 casino resorts will be developed additionally, and the share ratio for foreign investors abolished to allow major domestic companies to participate in the projects as the largest shareholders.
예, 아무나 다 할 수 있습니다. 공정한 경쟁을 통해서 저희들이 심사를 해서 거의 선택받으면은 어느 사업자나 다 할 수가 있는 겁니다.
Over $920 million will be injected to build 5,000 new moderately priced hotel rooms. 4 additional duty-free shops will also open, 3 in Seoul and 1 in Jeju. The government expects that should the new investment stimulation plan succeed, it will generate economic effects exceeding $20 billion.
Korean cosmetics are in high demand in Thailand thanks to the popularity of Korean culture. But counterfeit Korean cosmetics are also rampant, with some even featuring the images of the South Korean flag.
This large discount store in Bangkok sells all kinds of facial masks, cleansers, and creams. The labels on snail creams say that these products were made with snakes. Some even say that the products contain bee venom. And some of the products advertise the famous Korean destination of Nami Island, which has nothing to do with cosmetics. Images of the South Korean flag can be seen on the packaging.
มันก็ขายดีของมันอยู่แล้วเพราะว่าราคาไม่ได้สูงมาก
Counterfeit Korean cosmetics are sold not only at large discount stores, but also at a convenience store chain with some 8,000 branches nationwide. Companies that import authentic Korean products have suffered a blow due to the rampant counterfeits.
만족을 못하는 경우 그 향후 한국 상품이 안 좋다는 그런 인식이 되면서 당연히 매출까지도 안 좋은 영향을 미칠 거다.
But there are no regulations in place to crack down on fake cosmetics. Measures to fight counterfeit products are urgently needed, as Thailand's imports of South Korean cosmetics surpass $72 million annually and are projected to grow on the popularity of Korean culture.
Piles of litter are often spotted near utility poles or unoccupied land in residential areas. Old surveillance cameras had their limits curbing illegal trash dumping, but a smarter way has been developed to discourage people from illegally throwing out their garbage.
A woman dumps her garbage near a utility pole and disappears. The trash is in an ordinary plastic bag, not in a standard one. This is a clear case of illegal dumping. Areas near utility poles are constantly littered with trash. Surveillance cameras are installed as preventive measures, but they are not enough to curb the problem, since they can only be effective after the act.
CCTV 녹화 중입니다. 이곳에서는 쓰레기를 버릴 수 없으니 되가져가세요.
A warning message comes on when a person approaches. An automatic sensor detects approaching pedestrians to prevent illegal garbage dumping beforehand, instead of requiring officials to keep an eye on monitors as before. The need to link the cameras to a control center is eliminated. This small chip is capable of recording surveillance around the clock, and the installation costs are low.
기존의 CCTV는 이제 사양에 따라 조금 다르겠지만 한 600만에서 1000만 정도 되는데 요거는 한 180만 정도로.
Smart, high-tech methods are transforming the fight against illegal garbage dumping.
Female traffic police officers are regarded as a street attraction in Pyongyang and the most coveted job among young women in North Korea. The North Korean media has selected a female traffic officer from Pyongyang as the most popular woman in the country. Here's more.
Pyongyang streets are having more traffic these days. A female traffic police officer, donning a blue suit, busily gives directions to drivers and keeps order on the city's streets. This 26-year-old officer was picked as the first most popular woman in the country in 2015 by the Chosun Shinbo newspaper.
인물 심사에 참가해가지고 합격이 돼서 교통반원이 되었습니다. 모두가 다 부러워하고 있습니다.
Traffic policewomen have much authority. They crack down on speeding and overloaded vehicles, and even have the right to seize vehicles that make serious violations. Traffic officers serve for around 5 years, which is 2 years shorter than in the military. They also receive extra points when joining North Korea's ruling political party or when applying to colleges. As many young women aspire to become traffic officers, they are selected according to a strict criteria. Potential traffic policewomen must be 17 to 26 years of age, single, and stand at least 160 centimeters tall. They must also have a high school diploma or higher, as well as a good family background. North Korean female traffic officers have also drawn the attention of China's state broadcaster, CCTV, which even produced a special program about them.
The restaurant industry has been experiencing huge changes. The popularity of family restaurants has declined, but by contrast, Korean buffets are growing more popular.
This is a Korean cuisine buffet in Gyeonggi Province. With the tables full, many customers wait in line to be seated, but the number of visitors shows no signs of dropping.
야채 위주가 많고 나물도 많고 그래서 저한테 그 산뜻한 기분이라서 좀 제가 좋아하는 메뉴라서 좋고요.
A Korean buffet in Seoul is likewise packed with diners. Reservations for lunch are full until next month. The concept of the restaurant is to offer healthy Korean meals made with leafy vegetables and fresh ingredients. It's popular among family diners and elderly people in particular. Attracted by the unexpected explosive popularity, large corporations are also making inroads into the Korean buffet market. In contrast, many Western-style family restaurants have reduced their stores or even withdrawn from Korea altogether.
실버층들 같은 경우에는 특히 더 서양식 레스토랑보다는 저희 한식 레스토랑을 좀 더 선호하시는 경향이 있고요. 그리고 좀 향수를 느낄 수 있고 그리고 건강 웰빙을 생각하시다 보니
Diners' interests in health and thrifty spending have brought Korean food buffets to the forefront of the ever-transforming restaurant industry.
It's not easy for senior citizens in rural communities to visit the doctor because it's hard for them to move around and get a ride. One doctor of Korean traditional medicine travels to remote villages to treat the elderly and, at the same time, offers them warm memories.
A seldom-seen smile spreads across the deeply wrinkled face.
웃어보세요. 웃으셔야 돼.
웃을진 않아.
This seemingly awkward photographer is actually Shin Byung-hee, a public health doctor of Korean traditional medicine. He's here today to check up on an elderly woman. Having realized that senior citizens only had pictures of their children and grandchildren displayed in their unheated rooms, the young public health doctor decided to take up his camera and give the elderly a gift of memories.
할머니가 몇 년 전에 돌아가셨는데 생각을 해보니까 할머니랑 찍은 사진이 남아있지가 않더라고요. 아주 아기 때 사진 빼고는.
The elderly, who were reluctant to pose for the photos at first, came around at his sincerity and thoughtfulness.
그때 저랑 같이 찍었던 사진 있잖아요. 그거 나와가지고 드리려고. 잘 나왔죠?
마음에 들어요.
Known as the picture-taking doctor, Shin will long be featured in the photos as the grandson of 15 elderly villagers.
진료를 받으리는 할아버지나 할머니도 제 할아버지 할머니 아니겠느냐라고 생각을 해서요. 그렇게 크게 어려운 일이 아니어서.
The young doctor and his photos are healing not only the aching bodies of the villagers, but also their lonely hearts.
Acclaimed singer Kwon In-ha has returned to TV to reignite his music career. Plus, teenage actor Yeo Jin-gu made a surprise appearance on Gag Concert to flaunt his hidden sense of humor. Here's more in today's entertainment news.
Known for his powerful vocals, singer Kwon In-ha kick-started the second phase of his music career through the variety show Immortal Songs. Kwon competed against younger singers in an episode featuring the songs of Korea's legendary folk singer Lee Jang-hee. The highly acclaimed singer said that he had hoped to overcome the youthful vigor with his experience and maturity. This popular skit titled Chicken High School decorates the finale of the comedy show Gag Concert every week. Yesterday's surprise guest was teenage actor Yeo Jin-gu, the hottest rising star in the Korean film scene. The 17-year-old actor won a rousing response from the audience with his uncanny comic timing, which amazed even seasoned comedians. Lady Gaga is the first pop diva that comes to mind these days when it comes to icons of eccentricity. Her magical makeovers are drawing attention on the internet. Looking fresh and innocent without her makeup, she transforms into a completely different person after a makeover session. She surely earns her title as the master of makeup.
KBS's long-standing Sunday program, the National Singing Contest, is in its 35th year. Today, we look into the secret behind the longevity of the show, beloved by men and women and the young and old alike.
Everyone recognizes the program by this famous jingle alone. It's the KBS National Singing Contest. one of the country's longest running and most popular shows.
일요일 아침에 그거 보면은 되게 많이 웃어요.
진짜 저 어렸을 때부터 엄청 자주 봤었거든요.
First airing on November 9th, 1980, the show is in its 35th year. Naturally, the contest has produced a multitude of stars over the years, including singer Park Sang-cho and entertainers Hong Seok-chun and Jo Young-gu, to name a few. Trot singer Kim Hae-yeon has also appeared on the show.
제가 인기상을 받았었거든요, 그때. 사실 그때 가수의 꿈을 키워주던 가장 첫 기초 발판이 아니었나 그런 생각이 들어요.
Today, KBS crew took to the site of the preliminaries held for the contest. Elderly seniors are also taking part, giving their best.
연세 어떻게 되세요?
83. 긴장되죠?
Some contestants never give up in their ceaseless, dogged challenges. 350 people are competing in the preliminary round, and their passion deserves kudos. Some contestants show off a rhythmical dance, while foreigners are also spotted rendering Korean songs in all sincerity. Unique costumes are also a sight to behold.
사실은 본선에는 15팀밖에 못 올라가시지만 떨어진 분들도 사실은 뭐 실력이 없거나 그런 건 아니거든요. 아쉬운 분도 있지만 오늘 예심에 참가한 것만으로 추억이 되시는 분도 되게 많아요.
And there's one other reason for the show's longevity, MC Song-hae, who's led the show for 26 years.
여기 나오는 분들은 격이 없어요. 높은 사람도 없고 낮은 사람도 없고 어려운 사람도 없고 부자도 없고 다 똑같으니까 재능도 발표하고 추억 만들어 나온다는 분들이 많이 계시죠.
Over its 30-year span, some 60,000 contestants have appeared on the show in 3 decades.
앞으로도 많이 사랑해 주시고 뭐 좀 부족한 거 있으면 많이 지적해 주시고 그래서 기회 있는 대로 좋은 공연들을 많이 주시기 바랍니다.
Here's hopes that this KBS program continues for even more decades to come as it captures the heartfelt, passionate singing of the Korean public.
Now let's take a look at the markets, followed by the world weather. And that's it for this edition of News Today. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again at the same time tomorrow. Goodbye.